Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I remain your host, Olushola Damilare. So this afternoon we'll be talking on how to configure BGP protocol between two sites respectively. So what is BGP? BGP is a short form for Border Gateway Protocol, and this is a protocol that uses autonomous number between interfaces to communicate. And as you can see, I have two separate sites respectively, in which I have three subnets. I have 192.168.20.0 here. I have 192.168.1.0 here. I have 20.20.20.0 on my main core router here. So just sit tight and enjoy this tutorial. So first and foremost, I have been able to configure the IP addresses on each interface. Talking in terms of this router, I've been able to configure if you watch my last video, I tried to break down how we can configure this using the GUI instead of the CLI. So under this interface now, this is G0/0, which are 10.10.10.1, and you can see is up. The 10.10.10.1 is a connection between the first router and the core router. So G0/1 is the one facing the branch 192.168.1.1, as you can see, /24. This port is carrying 192.168.1.1, as you can see it on this particular axis here. Then that is for this first router. Then let me go to the second site. This is the second site. Okay, so you can also configure that. Just go to the configure. That is on the GUI level instead of going to the CLI. That is a little bit faster. So I have 20.20.20.1. This is the port facing the core router, because as you can see on this part, this is the port. 20.20.20.1 is on this interface. Then the interface facing the branch is 192.168.20.1. As you can see, 192.168.20.1 is the interface facing the branch respectively. So that is that for the second site router. Then going to the main router, which is the core router. So I have on the 0/0 10.10.10.2. This is 0/0. As you can see, this is the 10 network, 10.10.10.2. Then on the 0/1, I have 20.20.20.2. So this is it here. So let us try to configure the BGP protocol while we dive into this configuration. So the first thing I'm to do is I'm starting with this first site. So what we just need, if you want to configure a BGP protocol, what you need is you need the AS, that's the autonomous system number. You need the router ID, and you need to declare and broadcast the IP, the connected IP to the interface of the router. Those are just the three things. Okay, the connected IP and also the neighbor in which you want your BGP router to talk to. You need to declare it. So those are the four things that is needed in configuring a BGP protocol. So let's just dive in and do that as we go. So as you can see, my interface is showing up. Let me exit this. Then okay, I'm on the configuration terminal. So router BGP. Okay, so let me give this this router should be, the autonomous number should be like maybe like 10. Let me give this 10. So you can pick an autonomous number of your choice, autonomous 10. So this will be autonomous 20, autonomous 20, while this will be autonomous 30. All right, so that is that. So let's continue with the configuration. Okay, so router BGP, I'm on this first I'm on this first router BGP 10. Okay, so don't forget your BGP router ID, BGP router ID. So since this is the first router, I'll just give 1.1.1.1. Then, so where is the neighbor? So the neighbor here will be the interface, the connected interface, which is for the core router. That is this interface here will be the neighbor. This interface here. So this interface is connected directly to this interface. So this will be the neighbor. So let's check the IP address of this interface. Okay, as you can see, we have 10.10.10.2. 10.10.10.2. So that will be the neighbor. So you have to configure neighbor. Neighbor 10.10.10.2. Then remote, that is, you should connect remotely to this neighbor. Remote as, what is the autonomous number of that neighbor? It is 30. 30. All right. So then we are done with that. We've declared the router, the BGP router ID. We've declared the BGP AS autonomous system number. And next one is to broadcast the network that is on that particular region. We have the 192.168.1.0 and we have the 10.10.10 on this router. So what we just need to do is network, then 10.10.10.0 with a mask, that's a subnet mask, 255.255.255.252. Don't forget slash, that is 252. Then the second one is for this, which is the network 192.168.1.0 with a mask of 255.255.255.0. That is slash 24. You write, then exit. All right, exit. So let us show run and see what we have inside this configuration. So as you can see, the ports, we have two ports. One is connected to the switch and one is connected to the core router. Then we have the BGP, which the AS number, autonomous system number is 10. And we have the router ID 111. We have our neighbor, the remote, which is our core router. And we have the two network that is connected physically to the router, which is being broadcast inside the router. So that is that for this first router, that is router 0. So let me go to this second site and do the same thing with these two as well. So I'll go to the command line interface, that is CLI. Exit. Okay, so I will do to this what I did earlier to the first router BGP. So what is the BGP, the autonomous system number for this particular router is 20. Router BGP 20. Okay. All right, so the next one is on BGP router ID. So this should be 2.2.2.2. Then the next one should be the neighbor. So the neighbor also, this one also is pointing to the core router. It's pointing to the core router. If you can look at it, there's a connection, a physical connection to this. So this will be the next up of this particular neighbor. So definitely this up. Let's see the IP address we have on this up. Okay, that is 2020.20.2. 2020.20.2. Okay, so we say neighbor, we have 20.20.20.2 with a mask of 2020.20 with a mask. Okay, 2020 remote, that is to connect remotely. Remote as what is the autonomous number of the neighbor that has 2020? That's 30. As you can see, the autonomous number is 30. That is 30. Okay, so the next one is to broadcast the IP that is connected physically. That is on this IP and this IP. So network 20.20.20.0 with a mask of 255.255.255.25. Don't forget, we are using /30. And the other IP address, network 192.168.20.1 with a mask of 255.255.255.0 that is /24. So we are done with this second router. Exit. So let's see the configuration we have on the second router. Try to run a show run command. So as you can see, we have the gigabyte 0/0, which have 2020.20.1. We have the one leading to the LAN 192.168.20.1, and we have a configuration of the BGP router. Our autonomous number is 20, the router ID is 2222, and the neighbor is 20.20.20.2 to the autonomous number. Don't forget, I define BGP as border gateway protocol that uses autonomous system number to communicate between different interfaces. So that is what this particular command line indicates. So as you can see, we have neighbor, the neighbor, that is, look at the neighbor, and which the remote autonomous number is on 30. So, and we've configured the network that is on the IP of a physical connection to that router as well, has been configured inside this particular router. So let's go to the core router and do the final configuration before we can go to ping on our system respectively. Okay, so for this final router, which is the core, as you can see, I have 10.10.10.2 and I have 20.20.20.2. So what I will just do is going straight to my CLI command line interface, then router BGP. What is the autonomous number for this? It is 30. BGP 30. So as we can see, this has two connections. One connection is leading to 10.10.10.0, and the second connection is leading to 20.20.20.0. Definitely is going to have two neighbors configured in it. So let's continue our configuration. So I will indicate the router ID, BGP router. So I'm giving this 3.3.3.3. Okay, so going straight to configure the neighbor. The first neighbor should be the 10.10.10 network, and it will be 10.10.10.1, which is this interface. Just to confirm that, look at this. As you can see, 10.10.10.1. So the neighbor of this should be 10.10.10.1. Okay, 10.10.10.1. Remote as. What is the autonomous number for this 10.10.10.1? That is 10. Okay, automatically, once I fix that, you can see this message that come up that shows that the configuration is actually working perfectly. BGP 5 adjacent change, neighbor 10.10.10.1 is up, as you can see. So let's continue. Then let us do for the second one, the neighbor. So the other one will be 20.20.20.1. 20.20.20. So what's the autonomous number? As you can see, the autonomous number is 20. 20.20.20.1. Antinomous number is 20. Okay, as you can see, automatically the neighbor changed to up. The status of the neighbor changed to up. So we are moving further. So the next step is to configure. We need to broadcast the physical connection in this router. We need to broadcast the IP of the physical connection. We have a physical connection of 10.10.10, and we have a physical connection of 20.20.20. So let's go. Okay, so exit. Then network. Okay, router BGP 30. Then network. Okay, so the first connection is 10.10.10.0. That is /30 with a mask of 255.255.255.252. Then the second connection is network 20.20.20.0 with a mask of 255.255.255.252. So do right, then exit. Exit. All right, so as you can see, let us do show run to see the configuration we have in this. Okay, so as you can see, we have the interface 10.10.10 to 20.20.22. Then we have the BGP connection, router BGP 30, 333. So let us see if we can see our neighbor. Show IP BGP neighbor. Okay, so we can see this is the first neighbor 11111. That is which is this router ID. 1111 is this router ID 1111. That shows that it's having a neighbor establishment with this particular router. So let's see if we have another BGP neighbor. I'm just trying to scroll down to see. Okay. Okay, so okay, as you can see, we have another one here. We have another BGP neighbor, which is the ID is 2222, which is for this particular router. So let me ping the two routers consecutively. Ping 192.168.1.1. As you can see, it's responding. 1.1 is responding. This is 1.1. So let me ping the other place, which is this. Ping 192.168.20.1. So as you can see, 20.1 is responded to as well. So let us go now to the systems and see if we can ping each other. So I'm on this system now. The IP address on this system should be configured to, that should be 192.168.20 because this area is on 20. So 192.168.20. Let me give it .5. So then the gateway should be 192.168.20.1. So this is for this. I've configured this as 20.5. Let me configure this as 20.6. 192.168.20.6. Subnet should be /24. 192.168.20.1. Okay, so this is 20.5, this is 20.6. So this should be, as you can see, we have 192.168.1. This region is having 192.168.1 dot. So we'll configure the first PC to be 192.168.1.5. and also the second one, 192.168.1.6.1. That is the gateway rather. So the second PC will be .6. Let's go down to that. Okay. So this is the second PC. 192.168.1.6 and also 192.168.1.1. Okay, so this is having .6, this is having .5. So let me ping, I'm trying to ping from this place to this place. Let's see if we'll have a response, a reply from there. So I'm going to the command prompt. So let me ping 192.168.20.5. Okay, I'm trying to send a ping response to 20.5. Wow. So that shows that the configuration is fine. I can ping 20.5 from here. Let me ping 20.6. I'm trying to send the connection to 20.6. I'm pinging from this axis to this axis. So I can get through to this place. So let me just go to the second site and ping to the, I want to ping from here. I ping from here to this place, I can get you to it. So let me ping from here to this place and see if I can get you to it. So I'm pinging, so I'll be pinging 192.168.1, ping 92.168.1.5. Okay, I can get through. That shows that the configuration is completed and is successful. So feel free to like this YouTube channel and also share this video. Don't forget, let me just do a recap of what we did. We tried to configure a BGP protocol between two locations and it was successful. And the steps is just the first one, you need your autonomous number. The second one, you need the BGP router ID. Then the third one, you need the neighbor. You need to declare the neighbor, and also you need to broadcast your physical connection to the router. So those are what we do in this tutorial. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Have a nice day.